Hello and welcome to Copperhead Road Homestead. We got a project going on. We're digging a trench. If you want to see and hear about it, then stay tuned. Our water to our house comes from our well house. The well house is right here, and this is a peach tree. The well house is right here. This is a peach tree, and it comes along just right over here up to our house. And where it comes along right here, we are going to cut into it and dig water over closer to where the pigs are. So in the winter time, we don't have to drag hoses and empty all the water out so much. But we'll let you see what we're doing. We're using our backhoe. When we first got here, we used the trencher to trench all this. But since then, we purchased this tractor with the backhoe. And we're going to use it instead because that's what we have. We don't have to buy or rent any other equipment, but we're going to be doing a little bit of this. Papa's just going to stay on the backhoe, and I'm going to get on it every few minutes after he digs that trench and move it forward just a little bit so he don't have to get up and down and up and down and up and down. I'll film a little bit for you and tell you more about what we're doing. So you get the idea of what we're doing. We're gonna come from all the way over there, and we're just inching forward. And this isn't quite as fast as using a trencher. However, again, this is what we have. And one of the ways that you homestead that I think is important for you to homestead is to use what you have. So we're gonna stop this film and we're going to keep doing this, do a few other things. And when we're done with what we're gonna do today, we're gonna do it in increments. This is the second. We've had 2 winters that I've had to either carry water or figure out a way to get water all the way over there to that tree line. And I'll point you over there in just a minute. Next winter, we won't have to do that. And whenever you use hoses, if we don't have hoses that'll reach all the way over there, when you use hoses, you've got to make sure in the wintertime that you don't leave water in them, or they'll freeze and bust the hoses and destroy them. So I don't want to do that with a lot of hoses. Having to take the water out of every single one of them, when we do it this way, I only have to do that with 1 hose. So this is going to save us all sorts of time, add more infrastructure. We're thinking about putting a building over there eventually. When we put that building over there, then we'll have water to it too. We might be able to put a bathroom or a sink or a little guest facility in there, whatever it may be. But this is what we're doing today. We're glad you're here. Stay tuned for just another minute to see what we've got finished when we get finished with this. So we've been at this about 2 hours or so, and we've gotten maybe 150 feet or so. And you might be saying, well, this is a whole lot of work for just a little bit of water here and there, but it saves a whole lot of time and energy and frustration, especially in the cold of the winter. So I'll take you along through here in just 1 second, but we were gonna rent a trencher. A trencher may have been a bit faster, but we own this, so it saves a little bit of money, and that's one thing that you need to do on a homestead if you're trying to make it work, is save some money. Sometimes you gotta devote some energy, but we'll always have this water here. We're gonna have it all the way across this field, and it'll be a whole lot more convenient this way. I'll take you through after we're done. We are about right here. We're gonna go right over here, right past the 4-wheeler and the topsy-turvy tomato. So we've only got about 75 foot or so more to go, and there's not a whole lot of roots and trees here, so we should be able to get through really fast. I'll show you when we're done. So Papa's digging the last little section. Over here is where we started, and right under here where we began, right here where we began is where we're going to cut into it and put a T and bring it up this direction. And we come up, I'll turn around, and we're going to come up here right next to the house. So we're walking here, and it's going to come. He's dug the hole pretty good and deep in case the kids got some extra dirt in there. Do you see what he's done there? And I'm walking along it now. There's a lot of dirt in here. Tomorrow I'm going to go and get the PVC, and I'm going to glue it together and put it in here. I'll take you along whenever I do that as well. And again, this is because it's going to save us so much time. And we're going to have water all across this about 2.5, 3 acre field or so, where the pigs are and where our garden is. So it goes along right through here. Papa's doing the last little bit now. There he is, last little bit. And this from start to finish was about 3.5 hours. And when we go the next section across the field, what we'll end up doing probably is renting a trencher, because that'll help us go a lot faster. And what we'll do when we're done, I'm gonna get the pipe tomorrow and we'll put it in there. And I'm gonna put probably about 3 buckets in the ground. That way, those ones that come that drain back valves, those are kind of expensive. So you can just put a regular valve that costs $2 or $3 at the hardware store. And you can put it in a bucket in the ground so it'll keep it from freezing. And then you can open it up, and I can show you, I might show you in a few minutes what I'm talking about, or I'll show you tomorrow whenever I've done it. When we got this thing, I wasn't actually, I'm not really sure it was worth it to get the backhoe. Papa wanted to get the backhoe. We shared the expense here because we share the farm together. That's another one of the reasons that it's great to homestead together. But he wanted it so he could dig his septic tank for their place. We got it, so we're going to use it. But again, I'm still not sure it was worth the the expense, and it was worth buying it. But he says he's not regretful of it at all. I'm not regretful, but just the same, I'm not sure I would get it again if it were the case. But it has come in handy today. The trencher would have trenched all through here, but it wouldn't have gone quite as deep, which really isn't necessary for the frost level. But it wouldn't have cut through the roots quite as well. When we rented a trencher before, to trench water from our well up to their place, there were a lot of areas where you had to dig it by hand and use a hatchet or an axe or something like that to cut through the really thick roots. And there have been a few of those here that we had to, that we couldn't have gone through with the trencher, so the backhoe has really helped. And plus, again, 3.5 hours or so from start to finish. For the trencher, it would have taken us at least an hour or an hour and a half to get to the rental place and back, and then unload it from the trailer and all that stuff. So that would have been extra time, and then the rental expense and not using what you have. So it's cost us some fuel and the expense for the tractor as well. All right, if you like things like this, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell and select all so you never miss any notification. You'll get alerts. Don't forget that we do a live stream every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. I usually try to put that on there beforehand, so you just kind of go to our channel and see around Sunday night. And again, if you hit that notification bell and select all, then you'll get a notification whenever it comes on your phone or on your computer. But we do appreciate you very much. If you're looking for other information about us, check down the description below or the About page on the YouTube channel. Come again tomorrow. Thanks.
Thank you.